Good morning. I hope everyone's doing well today. Today, we're going to be discussing how staying healthy using exercise can help you avoid the effects of immobility. We're going to be talking about the benefits of exercise, the types of exercise that you can incorporate into your everyday life, the consequences of lack of exercise, and then the potential immobility that can be a result of lack of exercise. And today, if you choose to start staying active, your future self could potentially thank you. There are some wonderful benefits to exercise or staying mobile. These include things like weight control, reducing your risk of heart disease, helping you to manage your blood sugar levels. It can help you quit smoking. It boosts your mental health through the release of endorphins, and it boosts your self-esteem. There are 4 types of exercise that most individuals can add into a fitness regimen: aerobic, strength, flexibility, and balance. And they all have their great reasons why you should incorporate them into your fitness plan. So you arrive at the gym, you're ready to sweat. But did you know there are 5 components to aerobic exercise? First, you have your warm up, which is usually 5 to 10 minutes. This prepares your body for the physical activity by increasing your heart rate and breathing, as well as pumping nutrient-rich, oxygenated blood to your muscles. It's important you do this so you can avoid potential injury to joints or muscles. Next is the reason you're at the gym today, if cardio is your goal: endurance training. The whole key to endurance training is to increase your overall fitness levels. Endurance training gives your heart, lungs, and circulatory systems a nice boost each time you do it. If you keep up with it and keep a nice frequency of 2 to 3 times a week for at least 30 minutes, you will notice over time your ability to do more and intense, longer workouts will increase. This means you have increased your stamina or endurance, which is always a reason to celebrate, as this is a benchmark you can use to track your progress. At the end of your cardio training, you should always remember to add in some time for cooling down. This helps your heart rate slow down to a resting heart rate and lower your blood pressure down to a normal level. When you add stretching to your cool down regimen, it can assist your muscles in reducing the buildup of lactic acid. This can reduce DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness. While endurance training or cardio is great because we get to let out all that built up frustration on a machine or while jogging, strength training has a load of benefits you shouldn't ignore. It, of course, makes you stronger and fitter, but it can also help you protect your bone health and muscle mass. It helps you control your body fat because when you have more muscle in your body, you actually burn more calories, even when you're resting. When you add strength training into your regimen, all that muscle you build up also helps you increase your ability to keep your balance, thereby helping you avoid nasty slips and falls. Many people find adding flexibility training into their weekly workouts gives them a great boost. It helps keep your muscles flexible, strong, and healthy. When muscles are tight and are not regularly stretched, an individual might find that they have loss of range of motion, poor posture, and possibly back pain. Yoga, along with several types of stretching, can be incorporated, which can ultimately help you avoid injury. When you mention balance training, do you find that some might think that this applies to keeping your workouts balanced? Yes, many might think that, but balance training has its own purposes, which has loads of benefits for everyone, from beginners to advanced athletes. Some athletes actually include balance training into their fitness regimen because it causes something called muscle confusion. This is a tactic that is used to keep your muscles growing in an even, balanced progression. There are many types of balance training you can use for fitness. Tai Chi, Pilates, and yoga are some of the better known, but Qigong and proprioceptive training are also very beneficial. So as you can see, there are many different types of forms of exercise that you can incorporate into your everyday life. You can go all the way from cardio to strength training, to balance training, to flexibility training. There's so many different choices that you have there. So now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what happens if you choose not to use exercise to combat the effects of immobility, or the consequences of immobility. Immobility can cause a large amount of health issues all throughout the body. In the circulatory system, it can wreak havoc by reducing circulation, increasing pressure on the legs, which causes blood clots, increases the risk of edema. It increases the workload on the heart. It can cause hormone imbalances, sodium-water imbalances, increased insulin requirements for carbohydrate metabolism, and increased fat stores, along with glucose intolerance in the endocrine system. In the gastrointestinal system, it increases the risk for heartburn, indigestion, and aspiration due to the inability of some to be able to sit up or sit upright during meals or for 1 hour after meals. It can cause decreased peristalsis, intake of fluids, which then can contribute to constipation, impaction, nausea, and vomiting. One of the first systems that show evidence of immobility is the muscular system. This appears as reduced muscle mass and strength, and the affected individual might express that they're feeling stiff or sore, or they might report that they're having difficulties doing normal everyday movements. During long-term immobility, muscles weaken and atrophy occurs, causing increased risk for falling and further injury. In the nervous system, the complications that arise might appear as weakness, depression, anxiety, boredom, disorientation, mood swings, withdrawal, and social isolation. Overall pain is not a major complication of immobility. However, it is a secondary issue due to the impact on many of the other systems within the body. With all of these points presented to you, you might still be on the fence. Do you look at your calendar today? Make it a priority to get in the 15 to 30 minutes of necessary exercise? Or do you continue as you have been and potentially risk long-term immobility later with all its complications? Ultimately, your future self hinges on your mindset now. Will your future self be thankful or not? That is up to you, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me on this presentation. I hope this gives you some good ideas to think about, and hopefully it will encourage you to make some good choices that your future self will thank you for. If you have any feedback about this, I'd love to hear it. Please email me at empowerlifeworks@gmail.com, or I have a Facebook page, Instagram account. I have many of these accounts that I'll respond to very quickly. I love to hear feedback. Thanks so much again for joining me, and you all have a great day.